I can talk about it. So empathy is a sin, is used to make people second guess being empathetic to other people because they don't want them to get nuance about situations. They wanted a hard line, you're good or you're evil, you're doing right or you're sinning. And so if you use empathy, which is to put yourself in someone else's shoes and think how they may think and then feel how they may feel, let's say it's about abortion and you're thinking about, a 15-year-old that got pregnant. Well, they want the hard line to be too bad, she needs to have the kid. Like, no, all abortion is evil. But if you start to go empathetically go over there and start thinking about that and trying that on, it can create nuance and it can create compassion and other things like that. And they don't want people going there. They want everyone sticking to the law, because they're like, you guys won't follow the law. The law will become blurry to you. Your morals will become blurry to you. No, it's the judgments they put on others that start to get blurry. I mean, because when I was in a cult, that's what I would do. I'd think about people that I was taught, were the enemy or were evil, but my brain would still empathize. Like I think about people over the world, like, well, how would they feel if they heard this message, or how would they? And I could put myself in their shoes. So I get a little frustrated when people on here are like, they don't have empathy in there. I think people don't really understand what empathy means. And, empathy is a sin. A lot of people on the left have that in a way they don't understand. Like no one's preaching that to them. But at the same time, when I'm trying to explain how cults work, I know how they work because one, I was in one. But also when I profiled with the FBI, I have to put myself in their shoes. And that's how I can see from where they're seeing. I can understand where they're coming from, why they're doing it. And that helps me be able to figure out where they're going next. But it helps me understand them and how they got to where they are. It isn't about feeling sorry for somebody, but it is about understanding them and how to engage or impact that. Because if I understand the world they live in, then I can speak to that versus from my head going, you should just know better and you should do what I say and here's the facts. But I can speak more to their heart because I'm speaking to them where they're at. Because for me, I had immense empathy. I mean, yeah, I'm autistic, ADHD, like I'm weeping empathy. And I did inside the cult. But once you add facts and information and more exposure to the rest of the world, the empathy then goes out further because you have more access to it. Your brain goes, oh, okay, so they're safe. Okay, I can have empathy. And it wasn't that I didn't try it on. It was just that your brain doesn't as easily go there because it's like it's like your brain has a fence around it, like an electric fence. So it just isn't as a natural of a process, but it happens all the time. But when the left is saying, when I say, well, how do you think they got there? Or like, can you see maybe? And they're like, no, I don't have to think about that. They're just bad people. Well, that's an empathy is toxic because we don't want to know anything about them. We don't want to feel anything about them. But then you have no access to them. You can't engage them at the place that they are. You're just engaging them from this holier than thou, I'm right, you're wrong, versus human to human. Okay, so you got swept up in this, or you were born into that, or, oh, I could see why you feel scared about this, and that makes sense. Then you can connect, and you can help move people through it. But if you won't use empathy about the other people, good fucking luck. Because empathy is the king to relativity with other people. If you can't do that, it kills me. If they would do that for 1 minute and think, okay, oh, they were scared, or okay, got it. Okay, cool, now I understand. But people just absolutely refuse to go there. Their judgment and how they feel about those people over there is more important. And so we will continue to be at war with each other. That simple.